What a time to be alive, guys. There is so much Star Wars going on right now. I am just so happy to be alive as a Star Wars fan. And let's talk about some Star Wars. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for coming back to another video. In today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Star Wars related announcements that came out of D23, Disney's own convention that's over in California that was this past weekend. And I was just waiting for all of the news to wrap up so I could talk a lot more about it. And I'm glad I waited till this morning because they finally dropped the footage that I had been reading about that dropped yesterday. Today is obviously Monday, and yesterday, Sunday, was the day that they showed the trailer. I kept reading descriptions online of what the footage was, and all of it sounded really great, but the one thing everybody was the most excited about, without a doubt, was the fact that there is a shot of Rey at the end in some sort of dark cloak, and she has a double-bladed red lightsaber. Looks like dark side Rey. I have so many theories about this. I cannot wait to see what this movie is like. I really have zero ideas what direction they're gonna go with Palpatine coming back. This shot with Rey. There's just so much they can do in this film. I hope it's a really long film because there's just so much they can do with it. I'm just super excited to see what this film ends up being. I have plenty of theories. Maybe I'll make a video talking about my theories, but I'll just sit here and ramble forever. But all in all, I'm super excited. The footage that they showed for The Rise of Skywalker is amazing. There's some other footage that I saw leaked via somebody's phone on Facebook that they did not release, where there's a scene where Kylo Ren is like looking down onto something, and then it cuts to what he's looking at, and it's like something's opening up and you see Vader's helmet coming out. I'm really excited to see what they do with this story and how they're gonna wrap up all 9 of these films. I mean, what an amazing time to be alive. The Skywalker saga is finally coming to an end. I cannot believe it. You know, I never thought that I would see this day. I'm just so grateful to be a Star Wars fan and just to be so deep into it. The lore, the books, the comics, the TV, there's so much to it. And I just love how much they're putting into this for the fans and for everybody to just have a great time. A real quick thing that I'll talk about, even though there's not too much more to talk about it, is that the Clone Wars was officially announced to be coming back in February. If you have not watched the Clone Wars or Rebels or Resistance, the animated series for Star Wars are so great. They fill up the lore. They really expand the characters, especially the Clone Wars and Rebels, and I think that you'd have an amazing time catching up on it. I definitely recommend checking it out, and even if you wait till Disney Plus comes out, I definitely recommend watching that series. I cannot wait to see what this new season has in store for us. It's been so long since the Clone Wars has been active, and I just cannot wait to see what they do. I was in the panel over in Chicago for Celebration earlier this year. If you have not seen those videos, you've not seen my vlogs on Celebration, I highly recommend going back and watching those. Really awesome, specifically if you're a new subscriber. Go check out those videos. And I talk about what I saw in the Clone Wars panel. They showed us a trailer, which is already released for the public, but then they also showed us a bunch of images and just talked about a lot of things. So I'm super excited to see what they do with this show and where they take the Clone Wars. I just cannot wait to see what they do with it. Then they finally released a trailer for The Mandalorian. I cannot wait to see this show. This show looks incredible. I'm just so excited for it, to be honest. They showed us a trailer back at the panel when I was in Chicago. Again, I was in the panel for The Mandalorian, and they showed us actually like a 5-minute clip of the show as well, which was amazing. Some of the moments in the trailer were from that 5-minute clip, and a lot of the trailer that we just got was pretty much the exact same trailer we got in Chicago, but it was cut together differently, and there was definitely some new footage that looks really great, and it looks a lot more crisp and clean than we did in April, which is crazy because it looked really good in April as well. But I am so excited to see this show, the first ever live action Star Wars show. What a time to be alive, guys. Like, this is something I always dreamed of as a kid, and just growing up and continuing to just hope and dream that we would get this, and never did I know that we'd get a live action series called The Mandalorian. Of all things they could have made a live action series of, The Mandalorian. That is incredibly exciting. I cannot wait to see what they do with this show. I'm just out of this world excited for everything that Lucasfilm has in store for everybody. And then probably one of the biggest announcements of the weekend, without a doubt, is the fact that Ewan McGregor is coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I cannot believe that this is happening. It has been rumored, it's been talked about for years, and it is finally happening. And you know what? It was supposed to be a movie originally, or at least that was the rumor. And after the disappointing box office numbers of Solo, which is a great disappointment because I absolutely love Solo. I thought it was a great film, and I think that it really expanded on the Star Wars overall. Yeah, I had a really good time with it, and it's really sad that this ended up turning into a TV series instead of a movie, but that just gives us more time with Obi-Wan and just more hours worth of content. However, just because I'm more of a movie guy and I love movies and I love Star Wars to be in movies, especially when it comes to live action stuff, especially with a character like Obi-Wan, I just hope that they, even though it'll be on Disney Plus, I just really hope that they release some sort of Blu-ray for it after the fact, because I love to be able to have my physical media of Star Wars. It's just my personal thing. I really would love to be able to have that. And either way, I'm super excited. Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. What a dream come true. I never thought this would actually happen, but it's happening, guys, and we're just on a path for amazing Star Wars. You know, if you were watching this and you're just like, hey, you know, everybody's so excited about the Star Wars thing and you don't really watch Star Wars, or you've never seen Star Wars, maybe you've seen a couple of them, but you don't really know the story on the overall level, I highly recommend starting to dive into Star Wars. You know, look up, you know, the chronological way to watch it, the release order to watch it, whatever you want to watch it in. Obviously, as long as the story makes sense, don't watch it all out of order. But yeah, it's just an amazing time, and I love that we're getting so much from it. We have continually gotten books and comic books that are continually coming out. There's so much to dive into Star Wars outside of the film material, and now to know that we have this new film coming, we have the film trilogy from Rian Johnson coming, and the film trilogy from the guys that did the Game of Thrones coming. It's just really insane to see how much Star Wars we're getting, and via, you know, the books, the comics, the movies, the TVs, the video games. You have Jedi Fallen Order later this year. What an amazing time to be alive for a Star Wars fan. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be where I wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know all your thoughts down below. What are you most excited for in Star Wars right now? What is your favorite Star Wars thing ever released? Tell me everything you want about Star Wars down below. Let's just celebrate Star Wars in this video, in this post. Thank you guys again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. And please consider hitting that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. I will be talking about Star Wars leading all the way up to the Rise of Skywalker. A lot of you who have been watching this channel for a while are probably wondering why I have not reviewed the Star Wars movies on this channel yet, and it's because I really wanted to wait till November. So I'm going to do every single Star Wars movie leading up to the Rise of Skywalker. I won't only be reviewing the live action movies, but as well as the animated TV show, the animated movie, Rebels, Clone Wars, Resistance, and I'll also be doing the Ewok films from back in the day, which are absolutely terrible and they're no longer canon, but I will definitely be reviewing them, and I cannot wait to just talk Star Wars on this channel, so you guys can look forward to November being just jam-packed with Star Wars. I just wanted to do that leading up to the Rise of Skywalker, and you know, it's been killing me not to do those reviews just yet, but I'm really excited to do it now. I cannot wait, guys. I cannot wait. Star Wars is here. It's alive, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.